It's 1:20 in the morning. I'm almost finished editing. Not done yet, but I forgot to film an intro before my music intro, which is about to play. But this is my intro. What's up, guys? It's the girl Kylie Marie. What's up? Today, if you haven't watched my boyfriend tag, which you should, go watch it. I'll link it below. I talked about my long distance relationship with Garrett, and that's what this video is going to be about. So I want to talk about long distance relationships, how I'm getting through mine, how I'm coping with it. I'm acting like it's some like deep depression or something like that. Okay, obviously I'm not actually comparing a long distance relationship to depression, but like you get what I'm talking about. I was being over dramatic. I didn't know what to say, so I just filled in the blank. I had a story. I'm pretty much just going to be talking about some of the issues that come with it and some of the lessons you learn throughout dealing with it. I've been... Oh, Garrett's calling me. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
What's up?
I'm recording a video.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, bye. So, as I was saying, me and Garrett have been together since November, December, around there, and obviously it's currently June, so we've been long distance since the end of January. So that's been almost 5 months that we've been long distance. He tries to come home on the weekends, but obviously he just got a new job, which makes him travel a lot more. We'll get into where he's been, his time difference, and stuff like that. That's one of the issues we've talked about. I wrote a bunch of stuff down, so if you see me looking over this way, that's why. So, anyway, I'm gonna start off with some of the issues that come from being in a long distance relationship, and the first one is going to be not being there. Just simply not being there. Sometimes they can't be here because work, whatever's going on, they just can't leave. So you're kind of forced to do things by yourself, get over things by yourself, get through situations by yourself, and it can be hard, it can be really difficult, especially whenever you know that you have someone that could help you, but they can't be there for you physically. Along with not being there is going to be physical affection. Sometimes you just want a hug, sometimes you just want somebody's hand to hold, and that is not possible in a long distance relationship, obviously, unless you're together, so that can be another difficult thing. Obviously, if you're dating somebody, you want to be able to hug and kiss them, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes in a long distance relationship, you can't do that. The next thing's gonna be celebrations, especially in the military.
My cat keeps calling me.
What do you want? You want to say hi? No. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Especially in the military, sometimes you never know if you're gonna have to go somewhere. If you're deployed, you might not be around for Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, Easter, all that stuff. Like, you just never know because a deployment can be anywhere from like 6 months to like 9 months. So you can miss a lot, and that's just very upsetting sometimes because obviously you don't want to spend those holidays by yourself whenever you know that you have somebody that you can... My other cat's getting pissed. Whenever you know that you can be spending it with somebody. Okay, yeah, I know holidays are for spending time with family, but it's like that much more fun whenever you have your significant other around, so you get what I'm saying. Another thing is the time difference, especially Garrett's last little mission that he went on. He was in Hawaii, and that was 6 hours behind my time, and then he was in Singapore and Guam, which was 12 hours forward from my time, and then he was in Texas, and that was an hour behind. So our communication schedule was off and on. It just varied. Sometimes he had to go to bed, obviously. Sometimes I had to go to bed. Sometimes he just had to take a nap because his sleep schedule was so messed up. But that's just another thing. The time difference really screws with long distance relationships. The last issue that I've noticed so far was misunderstandings. With this era and cell phones, it's hard to text people things and them understand specifically what you're talking about. So sometimes I'll text Garrett something and then he'll take it the wrong way, but I didn't mean it that way at all, or he'll text me something, I'll take it the wrong way, vice versa. It causes arguments sometimes. I'm sure this happens to everybody. Like, whenever you're texting someone, you might not, like, say a joke or something like that, and they're like, that was actually offensive. And they're like, no, like, it was just a joke, like, I was messing with you, but, like, obviously, like, just stuff like that. It can cause issues, misunderstandings, arguments, whatever, and that's just another issue that you have to work out. And on to the lessons that we have learned so far going through this long distance relationship. The first is going to be trust. Trust. I know sometimes it can be really difficult to trust people, especially if you've been in relationships in the past that haven't gone so well and have broken your trust. Whenever you're pretty much opening yourself up to like this person and like they know everything about you, it's a lot to trust somebody sometimes these days, but you have to trust what the other person is doing if you want it to work out. If you don't trust them at all, then you need to break up with them. I don't care how much you think you're in love with them. If you don't trust this person and you're in a long distance relationship, you need to get out now because you're wasting your time. I'm sorry to be blatant or upfront with you, but it's just how it is. The next thing's gonna be patience. Like I said, they're not gonna be able to talk to you all day, every single day. And I know it sucks because you like talking to them. If you're in a relationship with them, you wanna be talking to them. But sometimes long distance just doesn't allow for that all the time, and that's just something you kind of... Hi! Again. That's just something you kind of have to figure out and deal with. And another thing, as I stated with the issues, is communication. Me personally, I have this issue of I hate arguments. I hate disagreements. I hate it. I hate the feeling of it. So I just get mad and I just want to walk away. And I just want to say, we'll figure this out. But I don't want to talk to you right now. And you can't do that if you're in a long... My cat is psycho right now. Anyway, you can't do that if you're in a long distance relationship because you need to talk it out because you're already how far away from each other. You need to talk it out. You need to figure it out if you want it to work. I think that's all the lessons so far. There's probably more, but I don't have any right now that I can think of. Coping methods that I think I've come up with and I'm sure other people have come up with. I've talked to people about, and this is like what they say. This is what I've come up with. It's what helps. Boy, was that ever a freaking mouthful. Staying busy. While your significant other is away, you need to be doing things that you like doing, things that make you happy, things that keep you occupied. Okay, I wasn't gonna flame myself, but I'm going to. Is there any reason why I'm talking as fast as James Charles does? Or you are going to sit in your room for hours on hours and either sleep or think about it. Those are both terrible because if you're sleeping, you're literally just sleeping away your problems, which I still have problems with that anyway. And if you're thinking about it, it's just gonna stress you out and it's just gonna make the time go slower until you see them again. So go out, go to the park, literally just go walk your dog. Literally it'll take up a couple of hours, go shopping, pick up more shifts at work, do whatever you have to do to keep your mind off of it. And another thing, as I've probably mentioned a lot in this video, is talking it out. If you're having trouble with it, the best person to talk to is the person that you're going through it with, and that would be your boyfriend or girlfriend. Because 9 times out of 10, they're probably feeling the same way that you are. They're probably missing you. They're probably coping the same way that you are. The best thing to do is probably just to talk it out with them. It'll probably make you feel better, make them feel better in the long run. I'm in this Facebook group called Military Girlfriends or Military Significant Others, something like that. And that's another thing that's really helpful if you're going through like long distance relationships. There's a lot of support groups on Facebook and stuff, people that are willing to talk to you because they are going through similar situations as you are. So literally go join one, go talk to people. I just know from the beginning of my relationship, it really helped to have people there. It's so easy, and I'm sure there's a lot of people, not even like in a support group, that would be willing to talk to you about these, my cat's there again, that would be willing to talk to you about these types of situations. But not everybody understands it, so it's probably best to find somebody that kind of understands a little bit of it. So that is all I have for you guys today. If you have any issues, lessons, coping methods in a long distance relationship, then you can comment them down below. If you guys have any video ideas, please feel free to let me know as well. My social media will be at the end of this video. You can feel free to DM me if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and like and subscribe. I'll be back with some more content. I'm gonna try and keep making more videos like this, maybe not specifically about relationships, but you know, just like sitting down and talking. I know some people might not care about this because they're not in a long distance relationship, but if you are, I know how beneficial it can be, and I'll see you guys next time.